I've always have people say, how do you do it? And it's really simple. You do it just like any other parent does it. So.
Honestly, emotionally, I was all over the place. One, we had lost our son. I had several miscarriages. I knew that we couldn't go any further. My body was done. And the thought of being a mom was just like, I wanted to be a mom. So, as you can see. And then when we got our first placement, it was a little girl, and she was just months old. And then everything kind of changed because I totally fell in love, and thankful enough, her mom was able to get everything in control and find a great place for them to live, and so she went home right after her first birthday. We had a couple of other kiddos that we did guardianship for, and then it was 5:30 on a Saturday morning. I still remember it just like it was yesterday, and my cell phone rang, and I went to Project Harmony and picked up what is now our 8-year-old. We were building this house, and lo and behold, I got a phone call that said Mom was pregnant with another child and they were going to remove it upon birth, and it's due in 2 months. So then we had baby number 2, which is now our 6-year-old. And at that time we thought, you know what, there's a couple of kiddos that were on the Heart Gallery, and we did a couple home visits and decided let's bring them into our home and see if they fit, and we wound up adopting those 2 boys. So we had 4 kids, 3 boys and a little girl. And it was shortly after their adoption that we got notification that mom of our 10 and 6-year-old was pregnant again.
In the process of adopting, which is our 3-year-old, Finley now, then we find out Mom's pregnant again.
Yes.
Which is now our 2-year-old, Dawson.
And what's funny is we said we were done after our 3-year-old. We're like, we're done, we have a full house. And then I swear in divine intervention, because I get the phone call and he had Boone in his name, and I told my husband that, and he had a brother that had died that they called Boone. They nicknamed him Boone. And so we're like, well, we need to do this. And our kind of motto now is, whatever happens, happens, we figure it out, because we always do. And then this year, we have another little boy that we haven't adopted yet, but it's shortly coming. So we've had 3 separate adoptions with 6 different children, and then we have 1 pending. Knowing the background that we came from, and we were so excited to have our son, and he wasn't able to stay with us that long. The urge to be a parent and have that is just a wonderful feeling. So I feel like we're blessed.
Out of control.
I think it's loving chaos, because we're chaotic as much as we are structured, and we live hard. You wouldn't know that we weren't together forever.
So one thing that I've always told them all is no matter what happens, you all have the same last name, no matter what happens. That makes you family. So.
I still go back to the director of Child Saving Institute, because I was under the mindset I wanted to just adopt. And she said, don't do yourself an injustice and not foster. There is heartache at times, but there's also this sense of calm and reward that you were able to hold on to a child and keep them safe until they could reunite with their parents. And I 100% agree with that.
You go to the classes and they talk everything over. You go through all the training to get certified as a foster parent, and they've always been in the forefront of providing what's needed. They've always stepped up.
There's a huge need. So if there's anybody that has any room in their home and love in their heart, you know, they should definitely reach out to Child Saving Institute and see where they can help.
Go in open-minded and open-hearted. There's going to be heartbreaks, but there's also going to be love involved. So you got to look at it all the way around.
You know, whether it be a foster home or whether it be a monetary donation, your help helps children that are in need. So thank you. Thank you for your donations.
It's kind of fun because I'm never alone and I always have someone to play with.
We all have somewhere to live. We all love each other.
I don't know what life would be like without them now. I would do it all over again.
You just love seeing them grow. You love watching their personalities grow.
Someday they come home with their children and their families, and that's gonna be a big Christmas party.